Morning, guys. Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 here in Rusty, Rhode Island. Got the nose off the Mustang. Styrofoam bumper held on by plastic ties. I guess the factory, they put a little tape on it to keep it secured when they got the nose fit on it. So I found out there was a little more damage than I had predicted. Just took a hit right here. You can see a crack right here. That's where this was pushed back. And so this piece I was been working this piece up and forward this way. I put a bar inside. I was holding with the vice grips and whacking that to get this corner to come forward, and then on the top I still gotta bend it down a little more on the top, just get it flat and it'll be done. But I also noticed that right in here, this part here is bent down. I can see damage. So this is bent down, and I got a larger gap here than I do on the other side. Also, all of this was broken. I just yesterday was working. I put this piece in and I fixed this back over here. So I'll tell you what I did here. I still have to put a jack under here and push this back up. That should lay level, and it's bent down. So it looks like the bumper was pushed down. So I found a little more damage than I had predicted. So what I did was I pulled the headlight out on the other side. And I started off with a bit of I made this template by using a combination of this side and that side, moving back and forth, and finally getting a template. I laid it into this piece of plastic I took off the van out back and cut it out. Cleaned it up, and I used staples to you heat the staples, stick them through the plastic and bend them up underneath. So I stitched it with staples, hot staples first. Then I did some melding on the plastic, heating the plastic with my butter knife and getting that seam somewhat closed up. And when I got it pretty close to being strong, I went ahead and put a whole layer of epoxy, 2-piece epoxy, starting from here all the way around over here. So now this piece is installed and this is back. I got to make a couple of small pieces right here that are going to support the two together. And once that bumper comes back up a little bit, it'll be lined up again like it should be. The headlight's fine. There was no problem with the headlight. These headlights have these little things that slide in, and you pull them out. You pull these out, and the whole headlight comes forward, so you can change the bulbs. It's pretty easy to pull and get the headlight out. You can see the slots where the headlights of these pieces fit into. So between using this piece, as a guide, and what was broken away on the back, I was able to scribe that out enough to get that piece cut. There's the staples. So I would heat one staple with I bought a new MAP gas torch, and then stick it through and bend it up on the bottom. And those staples are giving it, you can see I'm pushing on it pretty good. Oop, what was that? Cracked a little bit right there. I'm glad I did that, because you know what? I can see now I need to add a little more. That was because I didn't put the support underneath, though. I probably shouldn't have done that, but what the hell? It's going to do it going down the road. So what I'll do is I'll just take a hacksaw blade, clean it out, and put a little more epoxy in there to fill it in some more. And I might put a gusset on the side or something to hold it up here. In there, maybe put a piece underneath here between these two, because this kind of held up by the bumper skirt. So no damage to the metal though, except like I say, where this bent down. So we're looking pretty good. This is a mess. You can see broke apart. This is going to take a while. It's a lot of the clips on the bottom, like there's a whole piece missing on that corner. Chip out there, I'll have to make all of that, make the pieces that are broken away, the clips. But time I have, money I don't, so I'll invest the time into it and I'll make it look like new. The grill survived. The old Mustang Spirit. This has been a my Mustang 2 that I had that same thing on it. My Mustang 2. I really liked that Mustang. People tell me they were the worst Mustangs, but it was just a car for me. And it had the V6 with a 4-speed. I drove it from Virginia to Rhode Island. I don't know how many times on vacation. I had it for years. It was a great car to go on the highway with. I remember one time, had points in the ignition, and I was going through Pennsylvania, and I was at the top of this huge hill, and it started sputtering, and I knew I had gas and everything, and I was like, oh, we're screwed, we're in the mountains, and we rolled down the hill, and I was able to roll up into this garage gas station, and sure as hell, the guy had a standard cabinet, and had points and condenser for it, and I stuck them in, and drove on to Rhode Island. That's how easy it was to fix those old cars, though. I probably should have changed it before I went on the trip, but the capacitor failed. It wasn't really the points. The points looked all right. The capacitor failed. Back in the day. That was back in the 80s. Late 80s. Rainy day. But it's supposed to clear up. Oop, did you hear that Ford start? Clouds rolling through, those gray clouds coming out of the south, straight off the ocean, up the coast. Won't be long, you'll be seeing some smoke coming out of that thing. But right now, man, I was out in shorts yesterday, and I was sweating, working. I found some ants in my trash. I had to throw it out the door. That's going in the barrel. See what's going on here, guys. I was supposed to I was going to do some undercoat touch-ups on this, and I never did it yesterday. I probably should have. Did it yesterday and worked inside today with the rain, but that's how I am. Ass backwards. Out from Rusty, Rhode Island, guys. Hope you're enjoying your day.